Yes, my people, welcome back to another video and welcome back today to the Glory Hunter Challenge. Now, as promised in the last episode, if you did miss it, go and check it out. You will know the spoiler on the screen already if you are observant. But even though you know that we won the Champions League, I highly recommend that you go and watch yesterday and last night's video, because it was an unbelievable game. What a video. It had ups, it had downs. It really was a fantastic video. So I highly recommend that you go and check that video out. Now, as you can see on the screen here, we have won the Champions League, officially crowning ourselves champions. And we have now won 4 trophies in the Glory Hunter Challenge. Okay, so we have now completed England. We've won the Prem and we've won the FA Cup, winning the Prem with Chelsea and the FA Cup with Villa. We have won the Champions League and we have won the Conference League, meaning we have nothing left to win at Chelsea so far. And that is why I have made a very big decision. So let's take ourselves over to Football Manager and see what that decision is. And okay then, here we are. This is the decision. I have resigned as Chelsea manager. And I've declared interest in the PSG job. Because PSG did not win Ligue 1 last season, which I know is pretty mental for PSG. And they are insecure. So my thinking is, let's try and go to PSG, go to France, obviously the best team in France by a mile, and tick off both the French Cup and Ligue 1. I've won everything there is to win at Chelsea. So my thinking is, what's the point in staying at Chelsea? So I've resigned, because I've resigned so that they see, okay, he is available. We don't need to try and tempt him away from Chelsea. He's left Chelsea, he's available. So I've tried to make it so that going to PSG has as much chance as possible. And that is it. I've now got to go away and play the summer and find out what happens. So I'll be back with our new team, because I'm sure there'll be a manager merry-go-round a little bit, as some big manager will go to Chelsea. It might even be Luis Enrique. So I will be back with our brand new team. And here we go then. The new club has been decided, and this one I wasn't expecting because they weren't even available. But Xabi Alonso left or got sacked, I don't even know. But Real Madrid came available, and you can never turn down a chance to go and manage Real Madrid. So this is our new team, managing in Spain, and to be honest, probably more enjoyable than PSG. Because we will have probably a good battle against Barcelona, against Atletico Madrid maybe. So hopefully this will be a lot more enjoyable. Now, the Real Madrid team is absolutely fantastic. Jude Bellingham, unbelievable. Rodrigo and Yeremy Pino, both unbelievable. Trent, unreal. Really good midfielders. I've definitely got my sights set on some players as well. Van Dijk being here, we'll get another year out of him. I've got my sights set on some signings that I want to make, and I don't think this team needs a lot of work. Courtois, we don't need to improve Courtois. It's just a case of how long is Courtois going to be playing for, obviously being 36, but hopefully he'll be here for the duration. So the league has not reset, so I don't know who our first game of the season is going to be against. But I will be back at that first game of the season where I will go over our business. We have oh my god, I did not realise we had 250 million to spend. Okay, I'm going to build a super team. I'm going to come back with the tactic that we're going to go for the super team, and we're going to do this. We're going to go big. I'm going to try and win a Champions League again. Obviously, it doesn't matter for the Glory Hunter Challenge, but we want to win it just for our own personal satisfaction, don't we? So I'll be back at the end of the summer when I've done all the business, made our tactic, and we are going for the first league game of the season. So I'll see you all there. Okay then, here we are. The summer is done, and I had no idea our first ever game as Real Madrid manager would be in the Madrid derby away at Atletico Madrid. It's a very, very challenging game to open our Real Madrid career, but I have got faith that we can defeat Atletico Madrid here today. And of course, to win La Liga, we'll have to beat these sort of teams. Now, we have done the tactic. I've chosen the 11 to play here today, and we have done our business. And let me tell you, boy, have we done business. So, if I just show you this to start with, we have £10 million to spend. As you can see, we spent a lot of money, and we spent a lot of money on two specific players, two big players. And I'm very excited to show you. So we go to transfer no, we don't. We go to transfer history, and they don't show up on here. The outs, we've loaned out a couple of regens. Not too sure why she's a woman or why he's a woman, but they are. And here we go then. So we signed two players. This guy was brought in by Real Madrid. That had nothing to do with me. I wasn't even here. He joined before I joined. But as you can see, we actually spent more than 250 million. We actually spent over 300 million on two players. The first being William Saliba. Van Dijk is good, but I just think he's 36 now. He's probably going to retire at the end of the year. I saw Saliba was available, and I thought 130 million. It's not the worst thing in the world. I actually thought, let's fucking do it. I tried to get Kabasi from Barcelona, but they don't even like. It's just a no straight away, which does make sense, and that probably wouldn't be realistic. I feel like Saliba suits Real Madrid as well. If he's going to go anywhere in real life, I feel like it probably would be to Real Madrid. So that is the first Galactico that we signed. The second, of course, Mbappe left to Manchester City in the summer of season 1. So we had to bring in a new striker. And he went to Manchester City, so I thought, alright, I'll go and take Erling Haaland off of you then. I've never managed Erling Haaland on Football Manager before, because he's always just never left City, or I've not been at a club this early on that can afford him. Normally I start at a team like Udinese, where it takes me 7, 8, 9 years to win the Champions League. But we spent 175 million on Haaland. We spent a lot of money, but I mean, the man is a joke. Like, he scored. How many is this? This is what? That's 60, 90. He scored like 140 Premier League goals. He wasn't there that long. He's an absolute animal, and I am very excited to use him this year. And I've never used him before, so I'm excited to finally be able to use him. And of course, we are predicted to win the league with that. Barcelona have a couple of players, but we have the majority of the team. So, our tactic, which we'll go over first, is the exact same as the Chelsea tactic. We obviously won the Premier League and the Champions League with it last year, and I think that this Real Madrid team is pretty similar to the Chelsea team. So I thought, let's not complicate things. Let's just go with something we know works. We made the tactic for the Chelsea one, so it's our tactic. It's not as if I'm copying and cheating. So I thought, let's just do it. So we've gone with that. Our lineup then today to face Atletico Madrid is as follows. We've gone with Courtois in goal. Trent starts right back with Saliba, Van de Ven and Camavinga rounding off the back four. A midfield two of Tchouaméni and Jude Bellingham, with Rodrigo starting on the right, Yeremy Pino on the left, with Arda Güler in the 10, and Erling Haaland leads the line today. Now, I do just quickly want to note, Jude Bellingham is, of course, one of the best players on the game. He might even be the best player on the game. However, he might be the definition of a box-to-box midfielder, but he is so good going forward. I'm tempted to play him as an advanced playmaker and then play Valverde as that box-to-box midfielder in defensive midfield. However, Arda Güler is also an absolute joke on this game. And I feel like it'd be wrong to not use Arda Güler as well. So, for now, I'm going with Bellingham in the defensive midfield, box-to-box midfielder role. But don't be surprised if you see Valverde playing there and Bellingham playing as the 10 if Arda Güler doesn't play too well. Just thought I'd quickly note that down before we get into this game. So, let's start our managerial career at Real Madrid against our arch nemesis, Atletico Madrid, and see how they will be lining up, and hopefully we can kickstart our Real Madrid managerial career with a win. Okay then. Here is the Atletico Madrid lineup that they have gone for today against Real Madrid. They go with a 5 at the back formation. Oblak starts in goal. A back three of Marquinhos, Robin Lenormand and Marc Guéhi. It's a very strong back three with Simeone and Ruggeri as the wing backs. A midfield two of Andre and Pablo Barrios. And then a front three of Thiago Almeida. In behind Cody Gakpo and Julian Alvarez. Thiago Almeida obviously being a football manager legend, really. I've not played La Liga football yet on this game either. Is it going to be... Oh no, don't tell me it's just bog standard. Because the Premier League graphics are all unbelievable. Please tell me it's going to be good graphics. Oh, okay, that's promising. Okay, decent. I'll take it. And it's thinged still from the from the Champions League final penalties, where of course we did actually play Real Madrid. So we have left the Champions League champions to go to the team that lost in the final. So very interesting, you have to say. But I am very excited to be Real Madrid manager this year. And of course, the good thing about La Liga is it's good defending there from Van de Ven. Courtois finding Camavinga, who goes into Yeremy Pino. Plays the ball through to Erling Haaland, and Erling Haaland's in! And it's a good save from Oblak. Haaland goes back to Camavinga. And it falls to Arda Güler, who goes to Trent. Trent, another bite of the cherry! Erling Haaland hits the bar. Real Madrid going close not once but twice there. And it's eventually cleared by Marquinhos to Gakpo. But yeah, the good thing about La Liga is both Real Madrid and Barcelona are both really, really good. So, if you play Barcelona in a cup final, in the Copa del Rey final, you could quite easily lose it. Obviously, this Real Madrid team is a bit of a super team. But you could quite easily lose it. That's if you even get to the final, because obviously the cup competitions are harder. It's like Trent, good ball. Erling Haaland scores on his debut for Real Madrid. And hopefully that Trent to Haaland crosses is what we're going to see quite a lot this year. Trent finally back out as a wing back. And it's a lovely delivery from Alexander-Arnold into Erling Haaland. Something I never thought I'd say or hear. And Erling Haaland puts Real Madrid 1-0 up. Like you saw with Trent, now with the corner, not a great delivery, headed away, but Trent, another bite of the cherry here, goes back to Arda Güler, who goes back to Bellingham, and it then falls to Trent. Trent cutting in. But no, yeah, as you saw when we obviously got 99 points last year, won the Prem, won the Champions League, were the best team in England by a mile, but we still lost 3-1 to Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final. So we could quite easily lose if I know the Copa del Rey's 2 legs. We could quite easily lose 4-0 away to Barcelona. Like, Barcelona are still a very, very good team. So I'm thinking Spain, as that's a fantastic finish from Julian Alvarez. That's a really good goal from the Argentinian to equalise for Atletico Madrid. Gakpo finds Almeida, and then Almeida goes into Alvarez, the two Argentinians linking up. And it's a fantastic finish from the Argentinian. But yeah, like, it's not going to be as easy as a Real Madrid job, it appears. Arda Güler is cleared, but only as far as Jeremy Pino. And Jeremy Pino re-establishes Real Madrid's lead here. He makes it Real Madrid 2, Atletico Madrid 1. And it's a lovely finish from the Spaniard. I don't think he necessarily got too much football last year, to be honest. He started 22. He didn't start too many games. He's going to be my starting left winger this year, that's for sure. As it falls to Pino yet again, and it's just over from Mickey van der Ven there. This is a very good Real Madrid team, though. It's a very, very good 11. Superstars all over the pitch, and obviously because it's a game, it's not the same as real life where superstars might not necessarily work. As it falls to Arda Güler, who hits it. It's just wide from the Turk. Am I allowed to call him that? Don't even know. We have done though, either way. And that is it for the first half here of our Real Madrid debut as we go into the break at the Wanda Metropolitano. Atletico Madrid 1, Real Madrid 2. As Erling Haaland gets us underway for the second half here. I like these first episode of the season videos. I feel like they're more podcasty. I don't necessarily commentate as much. I sort of just chat about my plans and futures and shit. As Arda Güler to Mickey van der Ven. It's a free header for van der Ven there. Questions will be asked of the Atletico Madrid defence. I believe Barcelona did win their opening game of the season 3-0. Not too sure who against, though. We can find out. Real Valladolid. I believe R9 owns them. Simeone now with the throw for Atletico. Barrios into Marquinhos. Back to Lenormand, who finds Barrios. Back to Guehi. Out to Ruggieri. Into Alvarez. Back to Ruggieri. It's a good move from Atletico. It's a fantastic move from Atletico. And Julian Alvarez does a little dance after he makes it 2 for him today. A really good Atletico Madrid move. Ruggieri and Alvarez linking up. the whole time, and he finds him once again, and a good header from the Argentinian to equalise for Atletico. I hate playing Atletico. I think the whole 5 at the back thing's fucking, like, just grow up. Especially when you're one of the best, you're supposed to be one of the best teams in the country, and you're playing 5 at the back, like, I think it's fucking cringe. We're going to bring Samu on. We're going to bring Brahim Diaz on for Rodrigo. Kinte can come on for Trent. I might buy a backup right back. Carreras can come on for Camavinga. And then we're going to bring Bruno Fernandes on as well for the final 10 minutes here. A draw away at Atletico is not a bad result though. It's decent. We have been the dominant side though, so it does feel like a bit of a loss. I'm going to go very attacking because of that. Can we find a breakthrough? Maybe. No, we can't. It ends here at Atletico. Atletico Madrid 2, Real Madrid 2. We kickstart our Real Madrid career with a draw. And not a bad draw though. An away draw against probably the 3rd best team in the country. It's not too bad at all. But of course we would have wanted to win the game. Haaland does score on his debut though, which is a good sign. So, we'll definitely be back for the Barcelona game, but that won't be the next game. I think we come back for the first Champions League game, and then maybe Villarreal or Almeria. I'm not sure when is the first Champions League game. We can have a little look. The 7th of September. So yeah, we'll probably be back for either Villarreal away or Almeria at home, and the first Champions League game of the season. So if you don't want to miss that video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you are always notified when I upload a video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for more Glory Hunter action and more of this Real Madrid part of Glory Hunter. I'll see you there, and peace.